Brody and Broker, and we've owned a small independent real estate company for years out here in Sequim. We first got into the business in 2005, and we're just in the process of becoming part of Keller Williams. Our best year as a team was about 350 sales, and absolutely every step of the business, we've kind of figured things out the hard way as far as what works and what doesn't, what's good marketing, bad marketing, successful, unsuccessful. About a year ago, as we discovered Keller Williams, we realized that we had wasted the last decade. That a long time ago, other people had everything figured out, and if we had put those systems in place, our business today would be light years ahead of where it is. So we're now part of Keller Williams, and we're excited to continue growing our business. We're excited about opening a Olympic Peninsula branch of Keller Williams, and our business is growing again.
So can you think of, maybe one thing you mentioned a few minutes ago, culture, like what's different about Keller Williams? What makes Keller Williams special?
The biggest thing for me is just that there is, from the top down, really a culture of sharing, to have access to the top professionals in our field and to have them just open up and say, well, this is what I'm doing, and by the way, can I give you this in print? That's so amazing. We've worked with other agents and we've partnered with other brokers, but we've never really had any type of training or mentorship. So everything that we're doing today is the result of going through 9 things we shouldn't have done to figure it out. Yeah. And so within Keller Williams, I'm able to meet people that are producing 3 or 4 times the number of sales in a year, and they just tell me what they did. And if they have questions, we're able to share with them. And the sum total of our collective knowledge it's an irresistible force, and you just can't get that as an individual agent.
Yeah. What has this done for your family? Have you noticed any difference in Brody at home?
Yeah, just in the last several months, he's actually been home more.
He's been home more.
But the last 10 years there's a lot of effort on Brody's part, and we as a family, we cherish our Sundays because that's pretty much the only day he had off. And he worked the equivalent of 2 to 3 full-time jobs. Yeah. And so just to be able to have him home more, we're just starting to see the benefits of that. So that's a huge deal to our family, and our children and myself.
Yeah.
And we've actually, our productivity at the same time has gone up too. This second half of this year, after we joined Keller Williams, we're up about 35% in number of monthly closings versus the first half of the year. So not only do we feel like we're kind of finally getting our life back, but we're also being way more productive.
Yeah, more business and more time with family, which is what it's about. Yeah. So
absolutely.
You shared earlier too that you're just an excitement for the new things. Like it kind of feels like you're on a new adventure. There's something maybe new that's happened where maybe you were in a bit of a I don't know, how did you describe it?
To be honest, what I kind of fell into was that at a certain level, there were certain tasks that only I could do because I could never get other people to think the way I do. I could never get other people to do it in a way. One of the things that we're really picky about is doing the right thing and providing the best possible service to our customers. And I fell into believing the lie that only I could do that. And so it wasn't actually until this summer that I read the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book, and I realized this whole time that I believed that once you got a task out to a certain size, only I could do it. It wasn't about, because I can't get any bigger. Right. Well, actually, I have been getting a little bigger, but it's not like I can make more of me. So what I needed was a bigger system, and what I got from Millionaire Real Estate Agent was that system. It's about writing down what you do so that it's reproducible, so that as long as when a client interviews us for a listing or something like that, it's what they want to know is what the level of service is going to be. They don't, as far as who provides it, that's not as critical to them.
Right. What would you say to other agents that are similar to you? Independent broker, you said that you're closing hundreds of homes every year. What would you say to yourself 10 years ago?
Oh, stop. Realistically, to just use the system, it works. Don't think because you're good at sales that you're good at business. And to me, I've always been pretty smart, and there's a lot of things I can figure out, and so I skipped the step of finding smarter people who've already figured it out.
Yeah.
And so I spent 10 years of my life where our family life is good, but it could be better. And having those systems in place, having access to people with that knowledge, having that culture of collaboration would have been invaluable.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's a stretch to say I'd be doing 3 times as much business today if I had the information I have today 10 years ago, because our business grew by 35% the minute we started to put some of these things in place.
That's good. That's good. So tell us, what are your dreams? What's your hope? What's the next thing for you?
I'm really excited about opening the Olympic Peninsula Market Center for Keller Williams. I'm excited to share with my friends and neighbors and other agents in the area everything that it has to offer. And I'd love to see them skip that decade of pain and just go right to a decade of prosperity.
Awesome.